Hey guys, it's Dave again. Welcome back again. Dave's Dimension. Welcome back again for another video. Christmas edition. Well, we're doing Christmas edition. It's actually Christmas Eve, but we're doing a video right now because I actually have a full day of work tomorrow. So I won't have time to do a video for tomorrow. Or even the day after because gotta see some family around in the area. So that's what we're doing. So here we are. My wife and I, we did some of our Christmas opening of gifts. So I'm going to review a couple items that I got for Christmas. So here's the Ho 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 Dave's Dimension Christmas Edition, version 1. So I hope everyone's having a great Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate, winter solstice, whatever the case may be, whatever your beliefs or religions, uh, pass on to you. I hope you're having a safe and enjoyable holiday. I hope you're being as safe and health-minded as possible with social distancing, especially when it comes to family members who are out of state. I hope you're not risking yourselves. I know it's hard. I have some friends who they haven't seen many of their family in over a year. So it's a tough time, and we're all going to get through this. It's not going to be easy, but nothing worth doing is ever easy, guys. So, and please don't forget, if you can't see family members, if you have family members who are ill in the hospital, maybe senior living or special needs living, assisted living of some kind, give them a call. Reach out to them. Do something to show them that, we all still care. And even though there's restrictions and we can't all celebrate like we normally would, they're still, let them know that you're still in your hearts and still in your minds and you're still in your thoughts. That's the important thing, guys. So, let's get back to the fun. Sorry if I got serious for a moment. So, got a couple of fun things here. First off, I got me being a big Back to the Future fan. The wife got me Back to the Future, the animated series, seasons 1 and 2. It's got some extras on the back here. Let's just run it right down now. If you're not familiar, after Back to the Future 3, I think a couple years after that, CBS got the rights and they decided to move ahead with an animated series. Now, the great thing about this series was there was a live skit opening and closing of the show where you had Christopher Lloyd reprising his character of Doc Brown, where he would do a little video and he would talk to the audience, about some of the crazy adventures him and his family were having, which is basically the animated adventures. Now, he did not voice himself for the cartoon. That was voiced by, I believe, Dan Castellaneta. I apologize if I'm not pronouncing his name correctly. He's best known for voicing Homer Simpson from The Simpsons, okay? He voiced Doc, and Clara was actually voiced, I believe, by Mary Steenburgen, the actual actress who played Clara in Back to the Future 3. Of course, they could not get Michael J. Fox to voice Marty McFly. They had a very nice voice actor who did a pretty good job. I think they even did get Tom Wilson in here. Yes, voice talents of Mary Steenburgen as Clara, Tom F. Wilson as Biff. He was the Biff in the series, if you're not familiar with that. And Dan Castellaneta as Doc. Some of the bonus features featured on here is Drawn to the Future. New interview with co-creator and executive producer Bob Gale and writer-producer John Ludden on the making of the series. Next feature is Back to the Future, the animated series revisited. A look back at the creation of the series with the members of the original animation team. There's also galleries and stills, rare archival material including pre-production art, promotional materials, and more. And also there's storyboards, full storyboards of the entire Swing Low Sweet Chariot, aka Roman Holiday episode. That's actually right there, guys. And I mean, you get some cool little art right on the discs. It's not like a plain disc like I've seen other series do. Of course, we have Clara, we have Vern and Jules, Doc and Marty, and Biff and Einstein. What I like about this is basically a continuation after Back to the Future 3, where Doc is back in Hill Valley a couple years later with his wife and their children, and they kind of have like a farm, nice big stretch of land where they can live, but they have a new DeLorean that you can see. Well, this is how it looks in the movies, but you have a picture of the DeLorean right here. Very cartoon-like. And this DeLorean has extras. It's got extra abilities. I mean, it can expand so you can fit a whole family in the car instead of just 2 people. It's got flotation. It's got all these different modes. It can even convert into a very heavy metallic suitcase, making it hard for anyone to steal it. They also feature the train in here, and guess who can drive both the car and the train? Einstein, with a special gauntlet that he wears on his paw. So, I mean, it's actually a pretty good series. You can get this on Amazon. Amazon.com is selling this. I think right now they're selling it between, I think, $11.97 and $19.99 on a regular basis. But you get 2 full seasons of cartoons here, guys. You get 2 full seasons of the episodes where they go all over to the future, the past. I mean, just anywhere and everywhere. And there's some nice little lessons for the kids. If you're a big Back to the Future fan, get it for yourself. If you're a big Back to the Future fan, or if you're getting your kids into Back to the Future, there's some pretty good, wholesome lessons in here. And I definitely think it's worth a try, and I think your kids will love it too. You might not be into it, but your kids are going to love it. I had to do that. So, I'm looking for, I mean, I remember watching all the episodes, all 26 episodes, like it says right at the top there, guys. All 26 episodes on 4 discs. I remember watching all these episodes, and I can't wait to relive and rewatch these episodes. I mean, it's going to bring back some memories for me. And it's a nice, unofficial, maybe it is official. I don't know if it's really canon or not. I mean, Bob Gale was the producer-writer for the original movies, and that's what I think brought so much attraction to this cartoon series. Was, you know, it had the feel of Back to the Future. And, I mean, having Chris Lloyd reprise his role as Doc Brown in the beginning and the end of the episodes, very, very cool, guys. So, what else do I have? Well, I'm a bit of a Trekkie. I'm a Trekkie, so another gift I got was... Now, those who are familiar with Star Trek know that there's been numerous series. Star Trek the original series, Star Trek the Next Generation, Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Star Trek Voyager, and Star Trek Enterprise, and of course, most recently, Star Trek Discovery. But this was Star Trek Enterprise. Now, in the timeline of Star Trek, this takes place basically before Kirk. This is about 100 years or so before Kirk, before our USS Enterprise NCC-1701. This is the first Warp 5 vessel that Earth sent out. The Warp 5 engine, built by Jonathan Archer's father, who was a scientist. And Jonathan Archer, in case you're not familiar, was played by Scott Bakula of Quantum Leap, and also of NCIS or New Orleans. So, this was the first ship that they basically sent out with the Warp 5 capabilities, and this is where the Vulcans kind of were hesitant about humans, Earthlings, getting out there into space and exploring that undiscovered country, that new frontier, not knowing the dangers and perils that were going to wait for them, but they went out there. And if you notice, this is just a saucer with 2 engines on it. That's all it is. This was the very first Enterprise, and its designation was NX-01. NX was used for experimental Starfleet ships. So, those who were fans of Deep Space Nine, you'll know that the designation of the Defiance original designation was an NX. So this in itself, this is going to be a nice little fun kit for me to get. I'm going to probably run out and get some paints, probably sometime next week. Or maybe I'll just order the paints from Amazon so it just gets delivered to my home. Now, what's nice about this kit, this is not just the NX-01. According to the labels here, we got some alternate options due to the decals and also due to you can do the NX-01, you can do the NX-02, which was named Columbia, and you can also do the ISS Avenger, which was the Mirror Universe version of the NX-01. And there's also a refit, if you guys can see here. Right here, you see right there. It's got an engineering section. It's a little bit more bigger on the underside. And that's the refit. Supposedly, NX-01, this is after Star Trek Enterprise ended. Supposedly, the ship was pressed back into service because it was given a full refit. So, this is going to be a fun kit for me. Like I said, I'm going to get some paints. I'm going to get some things together, and then I'm going to do it up. Now, I just don't know whether I'm going to do the regular NX-01 or if I'm going to do the refit version. I'm kind of tempted to do the refit version. It all depends. So, this I can't wait to crack open. I'll tell you what. Let's crack that open right now. Where are you, my friend? Here we are. My Swiss Army knife. Affectionately known as Macgyver. For obvious reasons, guys. If you don't know who Macgyver is, look it up. There's a TV show from the 80s called Macgyver, starring Richard Dean Anderson as a person who was opposed to using guns and used his brain for all his problem solvings and getting out of trouble. So, here we go. The box is open. Now, they gave you a nice good sized base here with a metal rod to support the ship. So, this is nice, and I've seen a lot of people's videos where what they did with this actually was they painted this, like do some little faint sprays going across to kind of give it more of a marble kind of planetary look, like it's the Enterprise is right above a planet. That's a pretty cool idea. I may do this. Of course, we got our clear pieces for like the window ports. Now, the hull of the ship comes in kind of more of a grayish, more of a beigey kind of gray. I'm probably going to do I might get a pewter paint, or maybe just, I have a bunch of silver still. I might just do the silver since I have it, use it up. And of course we have more of the hull, engineering sections, deflector, we have everything there. Now, of course we also have the instruction book. You need the instruction book, guys. Unless you built these before, you won't know where goes where. Okay, this is our decal sheet. And of course we have a nice big instruction book with plenty of good pictures showing you how to apply everything on there. Now, the decals are going to be interesting because I'm not really a big decal person. It's going to be a live and learn kind of a situation. Okay, we're going to need Macgyver again for this one. There we go. Let's see, what do we have here? Okay, so these are all the different variations in decals, whether you want to do the ISS Enterprise, ISS Avenger, or if you just want to do the NX-01 Enterprise, which is on the other side here, the Columbia. And in case you're wondering what these big bright swooshes here are, this is the Mirror Universe icon. So you got a bunch of different options here, guys, which is very, very, very cool. So there we are, quick unbox. I'm not going to go through every single piece, guys. I'm probably going to do another video just on this once I get everything together and once I start putting this together. So we're going to close that box right back up, guys. We're going to move on to the next item up for bid. I always wanted to say that. So, what else did I get? Well, I'm a Funko person, and I'm an out-of-box collector. So, I got Optimus Prime, but this is Retro Optimus, based off of the original Hasbro toy from the 80s. So let's open him up. Now, good thing about Funkos, they don't have any assembly required. No No decals, nothing to really futz around with. Head's got movement. Head feels kind of loose here. Not bad. He can turn around. He can do exorcism. And he's... Now, unlike regular Funkos, Optimus has flat feet. You know, this is the bottom part that turns into the back part of the truck that he turns into. So let's see how he actually stands. He's a little top heavy. I will say that. Now, on some of the older Funkos, you know, they don't actually move, but if they're a little flexible, you can spread the feet around. I'm trying to see if I can get him to stand up. There he is. Played around with his feet a little bit, kind of tried to smooth them out, kind of pulled the legs out a little bit apart, so he can stand there nice and steady. Nice pound. Got the pound test. And he falls back. So what I may do is, I may get a little plastic figure stand, and maybe tack a little bit of a little dabs of glue, like hot glue, because that'll just peel right off the plastic, so it won't do any damage. So he'll be able to stand up straight without any issues as far as the pound test. So what's the next item? Oh, my wife went above and beyond. She knows I'm a big Ghostbuster fan. Actually, as you guys know from my previous videos, the Proton Packs, I'm a big Ghostbuster fan. But I'm also part of a local franchise, local Ghostbusters franchise, where we do charity work. We run around the city and do all different types of fundraisers. And she's even joined us now. But she knows I have a big love of Ghostbusters and Legos. Got the Lego Ecto up there still. She got me these, the Brickheadz. Now, Brickheadz, it's not just your basic Lego figure. There's many different pieces that you put together to make the characters. And it's mostly like, kind of like if you took a Funko but made it out of Legos. That's pretty much the concept here, guys. Okay? So, she got me this. And by the way, this set is retired. This is not something that they're actively making anymore. So this was not cheap. I love her that she went and got this. We got Slimer and Peter Venkman. This is Slimed Peter. And let's actually jump right into this. Okay, let me see here. Okay, so if you ever open up one of these, you got a little tab here you kind of have to push down so we can open this right up. Apparently the box is not meant to be preserved unless you don't plan on building these. We got 2 bags. One for Peter Venkman and one for Slimer. And what else do we have here? We have some books. We have some books. Okay, so got one big book. Looks like we have an instruction book for each of these guys. One for Peter and one for Slimer. So I'm not gonna build these right on here for the video, but I wanted to do a little unboxing, show you guys some of the very cool stuff I got. Don't worry, for all the cool stuff I got my wife and I got some of our family members some very cool items as well. My wife loves Alex and Ani bracelets. It's women's jewelry. She's got so many bracelets, it's not even funny. I got her a couple of those. I got her a little necklace that's kind of a... looks kind of like a marble in a way, but it's like universe, planets and stuff. I mean, she loves astronomy, so I mean it's right up her alley. She loves it. Got her a few collectibles of her own. She loves Deadpool, so I got her some stuff. So that's pretty much it, because as soon as I end this video, I'm going to be building these bad guys right up. It won't take me that long. Not as long as it took me to build the Ecto, but we'll see what happens. So right now we got the recap. Back to the Future animated series. We got the NX-01 Enterprise for me to build. We have an Optimus Prime Funko. So I have plenty to keep me busy, guys. Like I said, next couple days I have work all day tomorrow. It is Christmas Day, but the company I work for, we provide customer service for the type of services we provide requires 24 hours a day, and I'm more than happy to work. I mean, people need tech support even on holidays, so it is what it is. I've worked plenty of holidays when I worked retail, so I mean, I understand these things. So don't feel bad for me. Um, Not that you guys do. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. I don't know. So basically, after that, we have to take a trip upstate to see her aunts and uncle, who are in state in New York State. We're not crossing state lines, and we're going to be masked up the entire time we're seeing them. Well, we're taking every precaution. We don't want to risk their health, and we don't want to take any chances with our health either. So we're doing everything we possibly can. And then back here in Sunday, and hopefully we'll see if the shops and everything have calmed down a little bit. And then next week, of course, New Year's, I got some crazy things going around New Year's, which will be really fun when it turns out. Oh, and by the way, one more update. I did send an email to Hasbro with links for both of my videos where I unboxed Lost in Space 2-pack, or the Power Rangers in Space 2-pack, and the Power Rangers SPD 2-pack, where we had a lot of paint applications that went wrong, a lot of quality control defects. We'll see if anything comes of it. I'm not holding my breath, but we'll see what happens. As always, thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you for checking out the channel. If you have questions, queries, suggestions, or maybe you want to reach out to me for whatever reason, in the comments section below or in the description of this video, you can hit me up at davesdimension78@gmail.com. So please, until next time, as always, keep on busting, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side.